Hello, hello, hello. It is day 26 of my 31-day Jumpstart, and I'm glad that you have joined me yet again. In chapter 36, we are talking about how we respond to foolish people, and it says that if we respond to them, then we end up being just like them. So it's important that we hold our peace. A few videos ago, I said that we need to make sure that we maintain our peace, and asking how do we do that. But here's the reason why. Oftentimes we lose sight of why we are doing what we're doing. The reason why we need to maintain our peace is because once we let go of it, then we begin to look just as foolish as the person that we are arguing with. The word said that the conflict dies down when the gossip stops. Once we stop talking about it, once we stop making it a thing, the conflict will then begin to die down. So we have to make sure that we're not adding fuel to the fire with certain things. Obviously, conflict resolution is very important. However, if you are dealing with someone that is foolish and dealing with someone that is not trying to hear what is being said, at some point, somebody's got to get off the merry-go-round. Because you're saying, and then I'm saying, and then somebody has to go ahead and stick their foot out and get off that merry-go-round, because if we all are just spinning around this merry-go-round, who's the foolish person? We all are at that point. So that was that piece that really stuck out to me. And then the other thing was when it talked about a foolish person that does the same thing over and over again. They are the same as a dog returning to its vomit. And so when we think about that, there's still consequences for things. And if we have done something, we receive the consequence, we don't like the consequence, well, the wise thing would be to no longer do whatever it was that made you have that consequence that you did not like. The foolish person will continue to do that, hoping or expecting a different result. And so now the Bible is comparing you to a dog that will return to its own vomit. So we have to make sure that we are mindful, that we are learning, we're learning from our mistakes. That for instance, we've been doing this for 26 days now. And by day 26, we should have learned something. And in that, now that we know better, we must do better. But if I continue to do the same thing, even though I know better, the consequences are going to be greater at some point. The consequences are going to increase. And then I'm being compared to a dog returning to their vomit. That's just not something that I want to be compared to. So it's just important that we make sure that we are always learning from our mistakes, that we are always improving, that we're always progressing. So for day 26, my question to you all, drop in the comments, tell me, how have you seen yourself progress from day 21 or day 1 when we first started to day 26 now? How have you progressed? How have you seen yourself grow? And if you want to, go ahead and tell me where you want to see yourself by day 31. Thank you so much for joining me. I can't wait to read those comments, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Bye.